Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we are continuing our campaign as Sweden and trying to fix whatever mistakes I've made yesterday. I did party this weekend, and so when I had the recording session I had a few hours missing of sleep, and if I have to be honest with myself, I think I really pushed the war over here. And now everybody else is trying to make sure that they take their piece of pie, but I believe I will survive this. Either way, it's going to be a struggle, it's going to be fun, so without further ado, let's get this war on the road. Low control in these regions. Okay. We can call our allies. We have 2 allies. He has 900 troops. So he will join both of them. You know what? Effects on, so you can transfer chief. We can vassalize Chieftain Ragnar. Where is Chieftain Ragnar located? Here. Well, that is actually really good. Yes, sure. Does that mean that he will not be my ally in this war anymore, or what's the deal? And over here, I could transfer him under the Lord, which is our spy master, vassal, and champion. Sure, let's grant him the vassal. We can create the Duchy of Småland, sure, for 125, but I don't want to pay right now. Negotiate a few more alliances, but that's the usual one. First in line for these 2 Jarldoms. Okay, fourth in line for Westmoreland. Where is this? In Britain? Yes. And few champions. We have 7 out of 10. We could recruit a few more. This guy costs just 8. Sure. Let's force. We'll leave the Marshal because he's really good. Spy Master, Vassal, and Champion. I will forbid him from going to war. Chancellor, once again forbid him. Steward and Vassal, he's already forbidden. This guy is cheap. This guy is cheap. There we go. And at this point we will just force these guys to become champions. Perfect. Let's get back to our war and see how this will go. I'm gonna slightly speed it up. We're above our domain limit, but I believe we'll be good for now. He's joining our war. Will he land here? Will this ship land here, or what is he doing? He accepts our gracious offer of vassalization. Was it not this guy? Maybe he wasn't. Anyway. If it's hard to read, let's not bother with it. So he has joined the war, but he has not joined this war. Spouse influences religious conversion. Okay, great. On our grandson. Your acquaintance, Chieftain Ingvar, married Ingrid Björnla on Afnunso, our daughter. Did she lose her previous husband? Yes. So the king of Novgorod actually passed away, leaving this guy. King Helgi's spy master. Your acquaintance has died in some dungeons. Let's see. You. We will have to see. Let's finish the wars first and then we see how this will go. Too much to manage and I don't want to do it that much right now. Greetings, another war. He has 1800 and he wants what? Lutetians, he wants subjugation of Sweden. I mean, okay. Everybody wants a piece of me. Okay, so this war is done. Enforce demands. We will get a bit of money and a bunch of prestige. Then we will go to our next war, which is where exactly? Shall we start going overseas? Here, white peace. They would accept some white priests and he gains stress because his ambitions. Claim of chieftain becomes pressed, spend, enforce demands. He has some money. You know what? I think first thing that we will do is go here. And then we will figure out what do we want to do here. I am guessing invade. We have quite a bit of money. We would get a bit more on this land. He has a rank 3 garrison. Let's do something. Leave someone to besiege and then we will fight this guy. Did we leave someone? No, we did not. Let's help. Actually, I don't think the help is needed anymore. And where is this army working? Here. Okay, that will distract him for a while. Social manipulation. The first time it happened, I barely even gave it a moment's thought, while my vassal Chieftain Ragnar has grown bolder. His challengers no longer pass unnoticed among my vassals. He is testing my limits. He is what? Paranoid, brave, chaste. I will ignore him and steal his ideas. We get a weak hook on him. Chieftain Ragnar respects me. Oh, it's possible outcomes. It doesn't really say what will happen. Forgetting to invite him, he shall have tasks that are impossible to complete. How dare you challenge the king? He is not really scared, is he? No, he is not. Let's try to give him some tasks that are impossible to complete. See what happens. Cruel perhaps, but it has been done. Okay. So when the chieftain tried to complete his task thoroughly, I scolded him in front of everyone, and when he hurried to get done in time, I displayed his sloppy work for all to see. He bent himself backwards to please me, yet I never acknowledged his efforts. Now he remains quiet, eyes cast low. Great. Let's take a look at our council right now. Convert faith. We could work on that. Domestic affairs. Do we have anyone who's better at diplomacy at this point except for our champions? Not really. We're really not doing great. Promote cultural acceptance, increase development, promote culture. So it's only here that it's not our culture. We'll leave that territory as it is. We'll leave you on disrupting schemes. And I believe at this point, increasing control might be a good idea. Another diplomacy perk. Embassies. Each alliance grants +1 to diplomacy. And learn language scheme plus 75%. That is interesting. Shorter truces and no prestige penalty for breaking them. You are able to use force, vassalization, casus belli. Fabricate claim on county, speed, and diplomat. I guess I am going to go towards August at this point. Firm hand is next. Then Praetorian Guard. Ransom this guy for some coins. Sure. Let's take a look at all the other prisoners as well. What is this? She is a poet, a mystic. She's 45. Yeah, I don't think I need anything for her. We will just get that. Already do this event, I believe, right? Yes. For her, we will release, but just demand some conversions. Are you a good fighter? You are not really. You are a bit of a tactician. You know what? Maybe we'll recruit him. He's gonna turn out to be a good knight. And for her, not a whole lot to do. Let's negotiate her release and just leave it at that. Is there a weaker fort here? No. Rather slain in battle. Where was this? Ah. Okay. We got some stress. We've got quite a bit of stress at that. You know what I should do? Let's go for hunting first. Secondary. Let's take a look at our buildings here. We're still constructing the sparring grounds. Okay, we'll leave it at that then. Leave a siege behind and go fight. Hunt the White Hart. It is just a heart, I will hunt others. Focus attention, getting some stewardship and some prowess. Or like something from a tale, I must have it. Getting one more point in prowess and some stewardship would help with the domain limit, I believe. Let's just focus our attention. Is that not enough? Okay, my great-grandson has become rowdy. That is good. At this point we are still averaging stewardship. Yeah, we return home disappointed, that is fine. Let's also work on holding a feast. It's a lot of money, but maybe we will be able to have better relations with our vassals. We are very close to forming a friendship with this guy. Sure. Let's do a brief friends game. Feast. The Inuit. I know what I said. I just don't understand why you find it so funny. Jarl Ikulf cocks his head to the side while I withhold my chortle. I haven't told him what he said could be interpreted as something lewd. I'm having a hard time understanding this dialect, and I heard you are a cunning linguist. Okay, cheers to that. I may not be alone in thinking this is funny either, Queen Ileana spat out some of her drink when Jarl Ikulf repeated himself. The two could share the same kind of crude humor as I, or they could be offended by it. I won't know what either thinks unless I speak up. Uh, no, never mind. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to be that guy. Chieftain might join. Claim on the Chieftain of Dal. What is this? Some other kind of war? I guess so. I have studied Norse language for many moons. I personally penned this missive using the Norse script. A letter of friendship from a speaker of Lechtic. Where is Lechtic learned? I guess it could come in handy, maybe. Sure. Let's say that it's impressive that he learned Norse. With all my guests having done fighting for the last of my meager table scrap, it gives me great relief to watch them finally live with loose clothing and growing bellies. Thanks to my wife, we are now an eager reveler, more diplomacy, some intrigue, and opinion of revelers. Great. I should be able to help along my attempt to befriend this guy. No, let's not use any coinage, we do not have a lot. And I believe that at this point I should almost unite my army and sail forward. We do not have our ally in this war, and we will call him. Powerful vassal expects a position. There's nothing that I could give him right now that I would be okay with. Another one of our brothers has died in the Jarldom of Jorvik. Things have changed a lot over here. Huh, who knows what happened. Enemy ally joins chieftain. So at this point we're almost equal in strength. And now I'm a bit stronger, right? Yes. Dynasty head has changed. Fine. Let's take a look. I'm looking forward to ending this war and go for the others. A life to remember, half done. The recent death of my brother, Jarl Halfdan, has left his loved ones grieving for the loss of a great man. As one of the closest to the deceased, I could take up the mantle of hosting a suitable funeral. It is a tradition among good Astruans that we bury our noblest with a boat, and the better to carry them to Valhalla, and surely Halfdan deserves a high distinction. Yes. Sure, an ornate sailing ship Halfdan deserves the best. Let's do that. I'm not sure we will get anything, but... Chieftain Ake. he has 45 prowess. We are what, like 30? Because we are old. Yeah, I'm not sure that that will add anything to us. We can offer vassalage to this guy, and I will accept. I think that that is actually good. It's simple expansion, no war required. Probably creating a few more titles would be better. And let's see what other alliances we have around here. Anything that we could do to increase our strength. Jorvik. An alliance with Jorvik, but he's possessed and maimed. Only +1. Huh. Let's do this. This alliance here, 555 in Novgorod. You are ill, intelligent, and you are our grandson. Let's try to work on somehow supporting our areas. What is this? Did this just break from Eland? Hey. Let's call our ally in this war. There we go. Enforce demands. We got 58 gold, which is good. And at this point, what we will do is we will jump over here, or maybe here somewhere. Let's have this guy come by land. It's gonna take longer, but... Or maybe even better, we can disband all of them. We can take... our flags, put them over here, and be like, hey, I want to raise everybody over on this territory. Alliance form with our grandson, who is 1. We can call him to war, but better yet, let's give him... Ooh, he really hates this guy, but let's give him someone who's super strong and super smart, if we have someone like that. Right? Maybe with a lot of diplomacy, or some diplomacy, or a lot of cunning. Yeah, apparently there's not a whole lot. But maybe I'll give him this. Did I say marry? Offer guardianship. Maybe we can do it? Convert culture? No, he doesn't want that. How about someone else then? Someone with a lot of diplomacy, maybe? No, he doesn't want any of that. Decision to hold court. Yes, let us do it. It's gonna cost us 50 prestige. Let us see what kind of events we get. I am faced with this son with sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his mother. She's just the mother of a chieftain. Okay, gently ushers him towards my throne. King, she laments. The boy has been at Boldriv court. Yeah, I'm not gonna do more than that. With no one to watch over him since the death of his dear papa. Please look to his future. What can be done with such a child? Well, what are you good at, boy? Let's take a look. You are a very curious one. You have a lot of diplomacy and some intrigue as well. No fear, I shall raise the boy myself. He becomes your ward. We will have a strong hook if they remain our ward until he grows up. Then court grandeur, opinion and opinion, okay? Or my hands are full, but I will find him a home. Yeah, let's raise him ourselves. Our royal court is now at level 3. Great. One of my guard approaches with my courtier Stakadr in chains, trailing behind him. I caught him here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in Westwood. What should we do with him? Off with his head. This is an act of tyranny, but we gain some dread, we gain some piety. I forgive once, do not betray me again, or I have different plans for you. Imprison him. No one will think me as a tyrant and we lose opinion. Are you good? Are you even good? You have some intrigue. You are deceitful, impatient and arrogant. Let's forgive him just this once. Okay. As soon as it is his turn to speak, the agitated man in front of me screams, "The end is nigh! The signs are clear and everywhere. The people of the chiefdom of this county know it all too well. Ach Venanma. First of all, the barbarians at our doors, looting our crops, killing our people, razing our cities, and spreading sickness and hunger. Ragnarok is upon us. There is only one way for us to be saved. Purify your heart by purifying your body. Salvation can't be reached with heavy belly. Repent now, for the day is nigh." Salvation must be achieved through any means. We gain some piety, a lot of piety. Gain stress loss, but we lose some diplomacy and some prowess. Wise school, stay and teach me the way. Okay, so she's fired from our council. He joins our council. Are you even good? Yeah, you are a possessed. Okay, sure. Nonsense, burn this raving heretic. Take this full automatic. Gain that dread and the piety, and we don't need a possessed person. And a vengeful one at that, which is brave and so. Yeah. Let's make sure we stay safe. Okay, so where are we at now? As far as our court goes, we are back to level 3. But we are losing. Modest food. Let's give them these small lodgings, I believe. Or outmoded fashion for that extra prestige. Maybe that is good. Let's do this. You see, it's very unfortunate that our clothes didn't actually change. Would have been interesting to see. Okay, We are gathering our entire army. My dear uncle, I call on you to honor your lands and join me in the holy war for the earldom of Oriel. These are our allies, sure, and the enemies, yeah, they're not that strong. We will accept the holy war. And we will help as soon as we finish our very own war. I stand in front of a small crowd of mourners, eyes sweeping over each of the weeping bereaved in turn, and begin my speech. Halfdan had a singular drive, perhaps that's why he was considered a fine Jarl, a feat that he may never be surpassed in. The barrow behind me contains the purpose-built vessel, the product of exotic wood and our best shipwrights. It will never sail mortal oceans, but may please the gods and bring blessing on the deceased. Retainers carrying the last of the burial treasures, then finally Halfdan's corpse laid out atop its bier. So we gain a lot of prestige and lose a lot of stress at that. Good mourning process, I guess. Heals some wounds. Yeah, you know what? Let's disband all of them. For now. We need to raise them somewhere further back. Task aborted, can no longer continue to increase. Okay, that is fine. Let us work. Let's train some commanders. We're close to gathering all our troops. Our ally is joining us here. And we will be able to kick him out of the land, take back our territory, and then push into his. And if they will still be okay and alive, and they should be, they should have a lot of strength, we will turn back over here. Commander improved in martial, yes, so he's doing a good job there. Our nephew has died already. Okay, time to go to war then. Befriend the dance. Okay, we just befriended the chieftain. That is great. We probably gain one more point in a certain skill here for having friends. Well, one of them at least. Raids. Where should we go first? Here for the raids or here for the war? No, let's go for the war. Spouse investment. My lord, it has come to my attention that there is a rare opportunity to invest in the chiefdom of Finland. Okay. My wife draws up details. What could we do? Successful business. Extra holding taxes and development growth. Leave the opportunity to the people. They will gain control and we will lose some gold. Yes, definitely. Control was pretty bad here. Oh, we also have popular opinion. I guess... probably... oh, no. Just this territory are unhappy for being at war. This guy doesn't seem to have enough anymore to raid. Nice. So at this point we just took his son. We have become the new head of our dynasty. Interesting. Low control, can challenge criminals to trials, we will see that later. Call some allies into the war. Call on dynasty members, interesting. Titles that can be created, we should probably do some of that as I said before. Take concubine, who? Some of our prisoners. She is a Midas touched 26-year-old with good intrigue. She might also kill us. Okay, and over here. "53-year-old, yeah, I don't think we need it. Let's see. We have 2 daughters. I guess we could take her as our concubine. We might need a son. Oh, and all these people will lose a lot. Yeah, she loses a lot of opinion of us as well. Do I want a 14 intrigue? No, I don't think I want to risk it right now. I don't want a 14 intrigue concubine who hates me. Do we have the opportunity to bring anyone else in? No. Well, let's see if we can finish this war and then call it a day. If we free these territories, I believe it will be more than enough. Low county control and the chieftain will more. Yeah, at this point I believe I could bring... Actually, you know what I could do? Not only increase county control, but if I go here in the court, food taster, master of horse for knight effectiveness, monthly court grandeur, master of the hunt, okay. Where was it? Rural architect, high almoner, seneschal. This guy has average, this guy, we have a hook on him. So let's put him in this position, make him a bit happier. There we go. We get 0.3. Things are quite good on this one. We could do a lot of things. But maybe we will start the next episode with that. Let's just finish this war and call it a day. The little gourmand, okay, our courtier and ward, he is eating a lot. Let's make him impatient or shy. Impatient would make him lose some learning. Shy. Shy might actually be better for a while. Let's just make him shy. Court events available. What are these? Why would you honor that coxcomb scatter with a position at court and not me? My champion Savasti is livid. Apparently he had been certain that honor would befall to him and no one else. Come off it, lose some opinion, close to forming a rivalry. You are right, you do deserve a position. If you are gonna jest like this, I should start paying you. Making him a court jester. Comment off it. Let's just leave it at that. My master My marshal, Chieftain Svein, has excelled during our recent battles and my court is buzzing with excitement. What an accomplishment! What an accomplished champion, what a role model, what a man. With all the praise raining down on him, it is made clear that I am expected to officially reward him in some manner. I will speak well of him, spend some court grandeur, gain some prestige, and he loses some opinion of us. He is the new lord of the chieftain of this place. Okay, he will be gifted gold for his achievements. Sure. He was our marshal. He is our marshal. And vassal. I will give him a territory. That is fine. We were already above our limit. And at this point we are reaching 40 minutes, so I believe it's a good idea to stop the episode here and see you back in the next one, just so I don't ruin your schedule. With that in mind, I thank you very much for watching and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.